Welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. Indian mission in Kathmandu holds event on International Year of Millets 2023. Poor road infrastructure cripples life in illegally occupied territory of Gilgit-Baltistan. And India's Srinagar city hosts Houseboat Festival. Let's begin the show. India is emerging as a hub for technology and the numbers speak for themselves. Countries world over have also acknowledged the fact that India is a tech force to be reckoned with. In the recently held Global Technology Summit, leaders from around the world praised India for its successful strides in the field. A state-backed conducive atmosphere has allowed India to emerge as a vanguard of innovation and technology. India's startup ecosystem too is witnessing rapid growth thanks to the country's continued growth in the tech industry.
India's embrace of technology has paid off in many ways. Citizens are empowered, governments less burdened, and businesses are free of excessive bureaucratic red tape. The adoption of technology enabled nearly the entire Indian population to possess a digital ID, and that a large portion of the country's population be connected to the financial and banking systems. India's technological skill, as evidenced by the Arogya Setu and COWIN apps, also allowed her to manage the COVID crisis much more efficiently than what would have been otherwise. Today, India is dubbed as a hub for global engineering talent and as a feeder school of tech leaders throughout the world. It is because of Indians' passion for technology that the country has been at the helm of affairs of major global tech companies around the world in recent years. From Google's CEO Sundar Pichai to Microsoft's executive chairman and CEO Satya Nadella to MasterCard's former CEO Ajay Banga, Indians have been leading tech industries around the world. Bengaluru is the fastest growing tech hub in the world, even ahead of London. Companies world over are relying on India to take forward their tech-based research and development. Even the most advanced economies have reached out for Indian assistance when it has come to tech-based support and employment.
The UK is India's second largest research partner across 200 projects, 175 institutions and 100 companies. And now we are increasing research and development funding to £20 billion by 2025. We expect £1.5 billion of digital services to India, and India's tech giants like Tata and Infosys support over 30,000 UK jobs. We're already working together in so many ways to mobilise technology in our shared struggle against disease and against climate change.
Many say that data is the new oil. Therefore, it appears that technology is going to play a key role in all forms of future advancements and negotiations. People and countries with advanced technology and systems will find themselves better positioned in the years to come. The Indian Foreign Minister recently said that the rise of India was deeply linked with the rise of Indian technology, and the country had woken up to key questions regarding the processing and harvesting of its data. Technology, he said, was going to be a decisive factor in the future, and that the global geopolitics will be driven by technology. Countries with superior technology will have an edge over those with inferior or no technology at all.
We have to stop pretending that there's something neutral about technology. Technology is no more neutral than economics or any other activity, and you may speak about whether it is data or oil, or oil as data as the new oil. The fact is, more and more things are technologically driven, and we need to understand that there's a very strong political connotation which is inbuilt really into technology.
A state-backed atmosphere has allowed India to emerge as the vanguard of innovation and technology. India's startup ecosystem is also witnessing rapid growth, thanks to the country's continued growth in the tech industry. As per NASSCOM, an advocacy group, India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. The government has endeavored to encourage and support the tech industry in all forms possible, and has invested more than $1 billion USD in the past 1 decade, in addition to attracting foreign players to join the Indian tech industry. India, already a global leader in a number of fields, is fast emerging as a prominent force in the tech industry, which will continue to boost brand India worldwide.
Moving on. The Indian mission in Kathmandu recently organized an Indo-Nepal Agri-Meet cum curtain raiser for the International Year of Millets 2023 in a hybrid format in association with the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. The main objective of the event was to promote and enhance the bilateral trade between India and Nepal. Have a look.
The Indian Mission in Nepal, Kathmandu, recently organized an India-Nepal Agri-Meet cum curtain raiser for the International Year of Millets 2023 in a hybrid format in association with the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. The Indian Council for Agricultural Research participated in the event. From the Nepali side, participation in the event was led by Govind Prasad Sharma, Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Government of Nepal.
The resolution to celebrate 2023 as the International Year of Millets was moved in the United Nations a year ago, as has been mentioned by other colleagues, at the initiative of India, which found support from countries across the world and was eventually adopted by the UN General Assembly.
The resolution to celebrate International Year of Millets 2023 was adopted in the United Nations in 2021 at the initiative of India with the support of 72 other countries. India is the world's largest producer of millets, producing 17 million tons annually of 9 different varieties of millets, which is about 20% of the global production. According to FAO, they offer an ideal solution for countries to increase self-sufficiency and reduce reliance on imported cereal grains. India and Nepal agricultural cooperation is anchored in the India-Nepal New Partnership in Agriculture, which was launched in 2018 with a focus on collaborated projects in agricultural research, development and education. Prasanna Srivastav, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, Kathmandu, spoke at the event emphasizing the importance and potential of millets in ensuring global food security.
Millets are currently a small but significant component of India-Nepal agricultural trade. As per statistics from Nepal's Ministry of Commerce, Industries and Supplies, in the last Nepali financial year, that is 2021, India exported 22,000 metric ton of millets to Nepal, which is worth around $6 million. During this period, the total cereals export from India to Nepal was around $686 million. I understand Nepal is also exporting a significant amount of millets to several countries, and here I feel that both our countries should expand our cooperation in this particular area.
The Indian Embassy in Kathmandu continues to promote India-Nepal cooperation in agriculture and millets through various activities centered around the theme of the International Year of Millets 2023.
Now let's take a look at a few happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch. Passionate about Arabic calligraphy, Algerian artist Redouane Chekal Afri organizes workshop to spread the practice and exchange expertise with other lovers of this art. In his art center in Algiers, Afri and other calligraphy teachers hold regular workshops for those interested to learn and develop their skills. One teacher giving lessons said Arabic calligraphy is witnessing a big renaissance. Afri participated in the International Festival of Arabic Calligraphy in the Algerian city, an exhibition which gathered in this year's edition artists from 10 different countries. Calligraphers from Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Libya, Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Syria and Algeria displayed their artwork for visitors. Iranian calligrapher residing in Turkey, Meryem Nurozi, also agreed. North Korea opened an exhibition showcasing food made from flour. People looking around the exhibition at the Yongyang Noodle House displaying various types of food such as cakes, breads and noodles. The exhibition was held to improve quality and increase the variety of food using flour. It can be a good opportunity to exchange experiences and techniques so that it can improve people's lives. More than 70 units from hotels and factories took part in the exhibition to introduce various kinds of foods made from flour and teach people how to make them. A high-level meeting of ASEAN, Japan Smart Cities Network, was recently held at Fukushima Prefecture in Japan. After the earthquake that shook the region in 2011, the Fukushima Prefecture is recovering slowly and strongly. The Aizu Wakamatsu city of the Fukushima Prefecture is transforming into a digital smart city. This technological experience is being shared by all the ASEAN countries. Marking the occasion, Dr. Masafumi Mori, who is the advisor to the Japanese Prime Minister, announced the cause and the importance of the meeting. Key points are the visualization of various data to make social life more convenient, the acceleration of renewable energy generation, and the fulfillment of tourism based on rich history and fresh agricultural products. One of the smart city projects, Robot Test Field, is developing. It aims to prevent disaster damage and realize convenient social life by robot. The mission of the drone robot is to decrease disaster damage and protect human life. In 2019, Fukushima suffered typhoon and landslide by heavy rain. Drone robots flew above the damaged area and gathered disaster information quickly. Various companies are developing disaster rescue robots. Fukushima intends to enhance its disaster preparedness measures all over the world. Fukushima attracts ASEAN participants with local food and traditional culture. The participants from ASEAN enjoyed Fukushima's ambience. It is events like these that accelerate collaboration and strengthens mutual relations between nations. Japanese giant Casio recently celebrated the 40th anniversary of one of its best-selling and celebrated watch, G-Shock, at Roppongi in Tokyo City. This was the celebration of history and success of the firm as well as the product. The watch is artistic as well as sporty. The G-Shock watch was developed in 1983, keeping in mind the concept of absolute toughness. The model MRG has also been developed on the same concept of G-Shock and has been redesigned accordingly. The father of G-Shock, Kikuo Ibe, narrates about how he invested the watch 40 years ago. Later, Kikuo also started its research for a tough watch for sky and underwater. The evolution of G-Shock continues. Ibe's dream is to develop G-Shock that is available to work in the space environment. The G-Shock model was developed by keeping in mind the need of customers and constantly dodging all challenges in the industry. Casio keeps the spirit alive. Roads are the arteries that carry the economy's pulse. The creation of a well-developed highway is always a driving force for the country's economic progress. But Gilgit-Baltistan region residents are frustrated by poor road infrastructure, a dearth of housing, and a lack of communication facilities. However, conflicts have historically caused the most suffering in Pakistan's illegally occupied Gilgit-Baltistan region. This demonstrates how the people of Gilgit-Baltistan survive with fewer and the residents of this area are left with protests as their government's intention is to only line its own coffers.
The hardships endured by the people do not appear to bother the authorities in the least. Where the population of the region is left to fend for themselves and has been doing so for decades. People are criticizing and protesting against the Chief Secretary because the administration is no longer afraid of disobeying court orders.
गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में जो एक रोड पे डिसीजन हुआ है उसकी कंटेम्प्ट चीफ सेक्रेटरी कर रहे हैं इस वक्त और 15,000 की पॉपुलेशन को सफर करके चंद लोगों के मुफाद के लिए लोगों को स्क्वीज करने की कोशिश किया जा रहा है। इसी रोड पे हमारे इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज होते हैं। अभी तक 8 से 9 मरतबा हम कोर्ट्स गए हैं इसी पेशियों पे। जज 12 इनको कहते रहे कि आप जवाब उद्दावा जमा करें, अभी तक वो जवाब उद्दावा ये जमा नहीं कर रहा ये बंदा।
The people of Gilgit-Baltistan have suffered in several areas, including road, health, and education. Despite numerous protests by locals in this region, the government has been unable to admit that it is playing a dual role with the people of Gilgit-Baltistan. When the court orders the construction of a road in this region in accordance with the rules and regulations, with compensation to the landowners, the locals are met with complete indifference from the administration.
बिजली का नाम निशान है नहीं, पानी है नहीं, और ये कोटे का जो आटा है, कब से करीमाबाद को कोटे का आटा मिल भी नहीं रहा। इस पे भी आप थोड़ा गौर कर लें। फिर अवाम का रद्द-ए-अमल आने से पहले हम थ्रू मीडिया बहुत नरमी से आपको बता रहे हैं, खबरदार कर रहे हैं। हमारे जो इश्यूज़ हैं, हमारे जो जेन्युइन इश्यूज़ हैं, इन पे आप नज़रसानी करें। ना करने की सूरत में फिर अवाम का जो रद्द-ए-अमल होगा उसकी जिम्मेदार आप खुद होंगे।
अभी प्रेशर कर रहा है चीफ सेक्रेटरी अपने स्टाफ को, अपने सबॉर्डिनेट्स को कि भाई आप इमरजेंसी में ठेकेदार से काम ले लो। हालांकि मेरे एग्रीमेंट में ये शामिल नहीं है। एग्रीमेंट को टोटली चेंज किया गया है और मेरे ऊपर अचानक प्रेशर डाला गया और एक नोटिस दिया गया जो मेरे एग्रीमेंट के टोटली सरासर खिलाफ है। तो इसमें डीसी के नोटिस पे 8-10 बंदों ने स्ट्रक्चर भी तोड़ा है, अपने स्ट्रक्चर उठाया है। बीच बीच में एक डिस्क्रिमिनेशन का उनसुर जाहिर हो रहा है। यहाँ पे गरीबों के साथ ज़्यादती हो रही है, गरीबों से ज़मीनें छीनी गई हैं। वहाँ पे हमने काम भी किया है, बाकी जो इन्फ्लुएंशियल लोग थे उन पे कोई छेड़ा भी नहीं है।
Roads are critical to any development strategy because they connect producers to markets, workers to jobs, children to schools, and the sick to hospitals. The government must address the demonstrators' basic needs in the Gilgit-Baltistan region, but the region's dark history cannot be changed. Pakistan is illegally violating the set of rules addressed in the Constitution, and they are now refusing to obey the court's order.
Kashmir is famously referred as the paradise on earth. Its lush green forests, snow-clad peaks, hissing springs, apple almond orchards, saffron fields, and floating gardens in Dal Lake are well known for their beauty. In order to attract more tourists to the region, a 2-day-long houseboat festival was recently organized at Dal Lake in Srinagar. Take a look.
Winters in Kashmir Valley might be chilly, but are a sight to behold. Celebrating the essence of winters in the valley as well as catching eyeballs of tourists, every year the famous Houseboat Festival is organized at the Dal Lake in Srinagar. Organized by the Tourism Department of Kashmir, the two-day festival is an extravagant show of the Kashmir Valley's distinctive shikaras or houseboats, culture, food and art.
The purpose of this festival is to show that everything is active in Kashmir. Kashmir is not dull in winters. We have a vibrant winter. It's a part of that initiative that everything is vibrant, everything is running, everything is fantastic. So we welcome all the tourists. As you can see, even though it's winter, there are tourists all around and it's a packed house. So it's wonderful to see people coming in, and we hope that we can organize many more such events so that many more people can come. We want Kashmir to be a four-season destination, not just a spring-summer destination. So because of that, we organized this festival to show that even in the middle of the city, when people say that the city is dull, it's not. It's vibrant, it's running. As you can see, there are guests, there are tourists, everybody is all around. There's media here. I think it's fantastic.
Marking the festival, shikaras or houseboats were beautifully decked up with lights, giving them a bright and beautiful look, especially during the dark. A floating stage was set up on the Dal Lake, where around 15 to 20 local bands displayed their melodious performances. Along with live music, audience were also enthralled to witness different dance performances that showcased Kashmiri culture and traditions. An art display, laser show and other activities were also a part of the festival.
हम लोग सिरसा से आए हैं, पूरा ग्रुप हमारे साथ है और आज 42 साल हो गए। हमारे एक ड्रीम था कि कश्मीर में आना है और आज आके हमें ऐसा लगा कि इट्स नॉट जस्ट कश्मीर, ये जन्नत है। और अभी हमें 4 दिन और एंजॉय करना है यहाँ पे पूरे ग्रुप के साथ। हम लोग पूरा फन कर रहे हैं। मेरे ख्याल से हमने ना चेक इन नहीं किया होटल में। हम तक अभी सिर्फ हमें ये नहीं लगता कि हम इसको कवर कर पाएंगे। तो मैं जो अब तक नहीं कश्मीर आए हैं, मैं उनको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हर साल अपना प्रोग्राम बनाइए। एक बहुत ही सुंदर, एक धरती के ऊपर स्वर्ग है और हाउस बॉल फेस्टिवल इज वेरी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट। ये हम अभी ये होटल की तरफ जा रहे थे और हमें अभी ये एक फेस्टिवल कश्मीर का इसको प्रमोट करना चाहिए। बहुत ही अच्छा एक गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत ही एक अच्छा, मैं कहता हूं कि एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दिया लोगों को इस फंक्शन में आने के लिए, इस टूरिज्म को प्रमोट करने के लिए।
Dal Lake is well known across the world, and thousands of tourists visit Kashmir each year to take in the valley's breathtaking splendor. Attended by thousands of tourists from all around the world, the festival aims at accentuating the heritage significance of houseboats in the valley, which is also known as the crown of the mesmerizing Dal Lake.
Kashmir is very beautiful and unique, and the people are very nice and hospitable. And I'm really enjoying the atmosphere and the beautiful views and the snow. It's very, very nice to see everybody and like the boats on the, illuminated. It's very nice.
Organized every year in the winter month of December, the festival not only displays the beauty of Kashmir Valley, but also helps boost the business of houseboat owners.
आने वाला जो सीज़न होता है उससे हमारी प्रमोशंस में बहुत मदद करते हैं। हम विंटर्स में तो प्रमोशंस के लिए जाते ही जाते हैं। खासकर मैं हाउस बोट की बात करूंगा। विंटर्स में तो ज़्यादा लोग हाउस बोट, पहले फॉरेन टूरिज्म होता था तो वो ज़्यादा प्रेफर हाउस बोट ही करते थे, चाहे क्रिसमस हो, न्यू ईयर हो। तो बीच में वो थोड़ा ब्रेकअप हुआ था उसका। तो अभी जो डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म हमारे हैं वो भी अब हाउस बोट को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पसंद करना है।
Kashmir is slowly becoming one of the most popular tourist spots in the country, with a record number of 2 million tourists visiting the valley this year so far.
It's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra, signing off on the behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.